So after a wild week of snow, we're apparently sunny today. Oh, Oregon and your weather. Hello everyone, it is Samantha and I hope you guys are having a great day today. I'm here today to share with you guys my weekend reads because it's the weekend. Yeah. I've also had quite a bit of caffeine and some sugar, so if I'm hyper and talking really fast, I'm sorry, but also not that sorry. This weekend I have two main reads, the first of which is Plague of Swords by Miles Cameron, book 4 in the Traitor's Son cycle. I'm really enjoying the series and I am going to be really sad when it's over because this is the second to last book. So I only have one more book, which is Fall of the Dragons, which I actually got yesterday, so I'll be able to get into it hopefully right away. But I don't want it to end because I'm enjoying it so much. I do have to say that this book is starting off a little bit slower than the other one, so I'm hoping the pacing will pick up a bit. It's also the shortest, which I thought was kind of funny because they've all been quite large, but I'm okay with it because this series takes me quite a while to read. Like, it takes me almost 2 minutes to read a page, so that's a thing. And then the other book that I'm reading is Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. This is one of the BookTube SFF Awards books, and everybody I know who has read it has loved it, and so I am reading it myself now. I'm only, what, 19 pages into it, so I have a bit to go, but so far so good. The first 19 pages are quite enjoyable. I do enjoy the little bit of humor we have in here. This reminded me a bit of Sebastian de Castell's Greatcoat series, so I am all here for this. It is quite enjoyable. Those are my two main reads for this weekend. I probably will not finish them, and it'll probably take most of next week to read them. I'm hoping not because I have so many books I want to get to. And I went to the library today and I got 8 books. So I thought I would share with you guys those 8 books on camera in case you were curious as to what they are. Also, I apparently cannot count because there's 7 books here. Oops. So the first book that I have to show you guys from the library is The Raven Stratagem by Yoon-Ha Lee. I'm not looking forward to this book. This book and all but one of these books are actually part of the BookTube SFF Awards. This one, of course, is one from the science fiction category. And I did not like the first book in this series that I read last year, which, in fact, was... Oh, hey, somebody left their receipt in here. Library finds. Anyway, I didn't like the first book in this series that we read last year, which was Nine Fox Gambit. I hated that book, so I'm not looking forward to reading this one. I'm hoping it will be better. Time will tell. You never know. The next book that I got is one that is not part of the awards, and that is Black Hole Blues by Yana Levin. I got this because it's part of my book club at work. This is the book that we were reading this month. I actually have my book club meeting on Monday, and I need to read this book. It's not that big. I'm hoping it won't take me that long. It's a nonfiction book all about the people who first recorded sounds from space. From my coworkers who have finished it, they said it was pretty interesting, so I will hopefully soon find out for myself since I have 2 days to read this. The next book is Born by Jeff Vandermeer. Jeff Vandermeer, of course, is really popular right now because his Annihilation book or series, I'm not really sure if that's a series. I think it's a series. Sorry, guys. I'm clearly not informed. It has just become a movie. I've actually had Annihilation on my shelf for almost 3 years and I haven't read it yet. I don't know why, since it's like 100 pages, so I just need to get on that. But Born was nominated this year under the science fiction category, so here I am. I'm going to read it. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, and it follows our main character, Rachel, who discovers Born on one of her scavenging missions, but she's not quite sure what Born is. He seems to be either an animal, a plant, something, and I gather the story takes off from there. That's the only context I have for this book. Those that have read it have really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping I will too. The next book is another one in the science fiction category, and I'm very excited about it because I love this author, and that is The Collapsing Empire by John Scalzi. I love his books. I love Fuzzy Nation. I love his humor, and I'm hoping this one will be just as good. So I have it in my hands now, so now I can finally see for myself. The next book, and the one that I am really excited about, and I'm sorry, I'm really distracted because instead of using a slip of paper, they put a sticker on the book with my name. That's new. Probably nobody cares that I find that interesting. Anyway, the book is Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. This is in the middle grade category. Everybody who has read this has said it's really good, so I'm really excited to read it. Plus, I think the cover is really cute, and it's very colorful, which I also find quite cool. The next book is Waking Gods by Sylvain Nouvelle, and this is all about Rose, who discovers a metal hand in the earth, and she basically goes on a journey to discover why a giant robot was buried all over the planet. I think that's the basic plot summary for this book. I've heard really mixed reviews in this book. I've heard people say that it's not that good and some people enjoy it. It'll be interesting to see where I fall on that spectrum, but regardless, I need to read this bad boy because I'm gonna have to judge it. And the final book I picked up today was Wind Witch by Susan Dennard. This is the book 2 in the, what's it called? A Witchlands novel. And the first book being Truth Witch. Truth Witch was not my favorite book. last year. Didn't really care for it. So I'm hoping I'll enjoy Wind Witch more. Sometimes, much like with Raven Stratagem, the second book in a series is sometimes better than the first book. So I am forever the optimist. So as you guys can tell, I have quite a few books that I'm going to have to read, especially since all of these books are due back on March 23rd, which is not that far away, and I'm not that fast of a reader. I don't know what I've done to myself, but thankfully you can read new books. Hopefully nobody will put holds on them. So aside from reading this weekend, I am actually hoping to play some games this weekend as well. My sisters and I never actually ended up playing games last weekend, but we are this weekend. So we're gonna be playing Ticket to Ride, Rails and Sails, and playing Marrying Mr. Darcy. So I can talk. Of course, naturally we had to get some candy and things. So we got some good jelly bean action going on, and then some Sour Patch Kids watermelons, because those things are addicting. So I'm gonna be playing some games as well. Probably gonna work a little bit, because I need to work a little bit this weekend, and then also play some video games. So I think all around it's gonna be a pretty great weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I wish it was longer, but alas, I have to make do and make the best out of 2 days. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for my weekend reads for this weekend. It was a little bit rambly. For that, I apologize. I'm a little all over the place today. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time, happy reading and have a great weekend. Bye!